Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans, featured right here on the Impact Lounge. This is Trent, along with my co-host, Jaybone. Jaybone, say hello to the people.
What is up?
Now, Jaybone, they're probably wondering why we're rocking some shades here. You want to explain why we're wearing shades indoors like a couple of jerks?
Because the future is so bright for professional wrestling as a whole. We had to wear shades tonight. We're going to talk about a couple things.
I thought it's because my light was really bright, but okay. Let's take those off then.
You want to talk about?
I'll leave them on.
Light bright? No, I'm primarily wearing mine because I've been up all day. Had 2 hours of sleep last night with a 1 hour nap today, and I'm down in a little caffeine. So to prevent the massive headache, I got my shades on, and it just little coolness effect to it, but no. So that's
Let's be honest, Jay. You are hammered right now. That's what it is. You are extremely hammered.
It's lack of sleep hammered. That's it. Completely sober, exhausted.
All right, he's exhausted, everybody. But Jay, go ahead and tell the folks. We're gonna start off. You said, Trent, I want to talk news to start things off, even though we're here. Talk about the October 4th, 2019 episode of Impact Wrestling, live from Las Vegas, Sam's Town Casino, on the road to Bound for Glory. Jay, you said you want to talk about some news. Let's talk news, and then we'll remove the shades.
I want to talk a couple things. Number one, now I know this is not Impact, but this is worth talking about because if you haven't watched it, take my advice. As a wrestling fan, as an older wrestling fan, hashtag old school is still cool. You're going to want to watch
for
this.
Life. Jay, side note, you ever heard of this guy named Big Time Tommy? And in New York, he always tags this thing. He's like, old school for life. OS for life.
No, I have not seen that.
No? Oh, I got to send this to anybody in the chat. Have you heard of Big Time Tommy with his old school for life? Check that out. I'll send it to you.
So, all right. So I watched a brand new show tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And Tuesdays are just going to be just ridiculously loaded, but in a good way. Okay. Depending on everybody's cup of tea. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But in the future coming up, we're going to have in my time zone. I'm just going by my time zone here. So we got 5 o'clock NWA Power Hour. Okay.
Power Hour.
6 o'clock. AEW Dark, which is all the dark matches from the week before. Okay. So if you're a fan of that, there you go. It's on YouTube. And 7 o'clock, boom, 7 to 9, the new Impact on Access TV.
Access TV. The big boom, which we kicked off this month, leading up to the TV debut.
This month, and it's a lovely catch up for a lot of people who haven't watched it in a long time due to I don't have a channel and I don't have the channel, and by the way, did you know that I don't have the channel? Shut the hell up.
J-Bone's getting violent today, guys. He is getting very aggressive today.
Oh.
All right, well, Jake, can I take these off? I mean, I think I want to see the people here.
You can.
Let's take these off.
It's all good.
There we go. Are you leaving yours on?
I'm leaving mine on for a little bit.
Okay.
I might turn down the lights later.
I might put mine back on. That's what might happen here. We'll see. But what's going on, everybody? Hey, welcome there. J-Bone just kicked it off with a little brightness. Tuesday is going to be a monster day of professional wrestling.
It is.
So, Jay, before we jump in further, I want to say hello to a few people. Mike Larkin's in here. Lakers is in here again. Critical Sting. Eric DeHoff with the perfect emoji, the sunglasses emoji. Whoopsie's in here. Hakeem Fullerton's in here. The gang's all out today, guys. Everybody's out. Hopefully more will trickle in. Last week was great. When we signed off last week, I couldn't believe the amount of people that were on. That was fantastic. So, guys, thanks. Sid Bones is in here, too. Look at this. He's at work and catching the live stream, baby. He is on the clock watching us. Sid, don't get fired because of Total Nonstop Impact. We cannot afford to pay you if you get fired today. I'm just got to say that. Jay, any word on that?
What's that?
Sid Bones is at work watching the show right now. He can get fired. And he's risking it for us.
Oh my God.
Let the hunt begin, everybody. This is Wolves.
We got people coming in at 4 o'clock in the morning overseas, and that's just crazy. Here we go. Richard Cartledge. Did I say it right?
He got it.
I said it. All right. All right. Hey, there's a we got some
interference.
We got well, you can call that. It's about to get a little scummy in here.
That can only mean one thing. Oh Jesus. Can it be? Oh God. Oh God.
He's here.
Motherfuckers.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
And I'm in the Scummobile. Back in the car. I've been back in the car. I'm in the Scummobile. How are the bites coming in, fellas? Can you hear them?
I can hear him.
We can hear him. Oh my God! It is.
Wait! I didn't get this memo.
Okay. We'll all just do it. We'll all just do it. You actually had him with you?
Why not? I'm in the car. I keep sunglasses in the car.
Okay,
I'm probably
perfect.
screaming into the microphone right now. Probably very loud.
You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, yeah.
That Yeti microphone's doing you well. Look at that. Look.
This is the Beats microphone.
Oh, the Beats. This is even better, man.
Before we get started with talking about wrestling and stuff, I got a little memo for our brother Kyle.
Brother Kyle.
I got a memo too. Jack and Coke, baby.
Oh shit.
Lord Almighty.
Breaking out the hard stuff tonight. Yeah.
Look at these comments. They are happy to see Kyle today. Go ahead.
Congratulations is due. Okay.
Really?
Yes. Can't say it with a straight face.
What's going on here?
Cassie got her license today.
You want to tell the listeners who Cassie is, just for context, Jay?
Cassie is my stepdaughter. It's my wife's daughter, and Kyle is madly in love with her.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
I showed the guys one pic because I was picking her up from work once, and so then she.
That's all I think about. It's great to have the bites back, isn't it?
Man,
it's like something's been missing from the podcast.
No kidding.
It's working out well. Yes, I dig it. And
Kyle?
I just got the notification that we're live. Just in case you guys didn't know.
I think they knew, Jay, and they're hearing all about Kyle's scummy ways. Jesus. Kyle, your future wife is mobile. She's mobile. She can come out to see you.
She is.
She can take a ride down to New York.
Well, it's Jay. This is on you now, pal.
Oh, you guys froze up on me there.
That's probably not going to happen in the immediate future. Maybe in the future. Yeah. Maybe in the way.
No, you know what? She's gonna down to New York, and she's gonna go right. Oh,
jeez. All right, guys, we still have a podcast to do here. We have a wrestling podcast to do. You could talk about your scumbag ways with his daughter on your own time.
In my ass.
That's where I like it, baby.
Oh, good Lord. All right. Well, look, everybody is here. Kyle, the gang's all here, man. They're all happy to see you. Look at this chat blowing up.
The tribe.
Crazy.
The loungers are in full effect.
Bill Mack jumped in here.
They are here. Cheers, everyone.
I want to give a shout out to the Bison, the UK. Kyle, just real quick, he can't be here because he's in the UK. His timing's off, even though Richard Cartledge is here at 4:30 in the morning. But the Bison just dropped money on his plane ticket and titanium seating packages. Kyle, he's going to be sitting next to you, pal. Total Nonstop Impact listener coming right to New York to sit next to you.
Wait, for the Melrose tapings?
For Melrose Day. He's flying from the UK. To sit next to you.
He's coming all the way from overseas. The great yonder.
Tremendous.
Guys, Bradley Curry's saying talk some wrestling, so let's get on with this, okay? All right.
So because I mentioned this right before Kyle came in, please, guys, I'll keep this brief. Go check out the new NWA. Give it a chance, man. They got the old school setup. They got some great people on their roster. It's only an hour. It's a great little way to reintroduce a classic brand. And man, it came off like $1 million. I'm telling you, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little man, how is this gonna work? But man, it made me as an old school wrestling fan emotional at the end. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I can't wait to see more. So.
Well, Jaybone, I really appreciate you opening our Impact Wrestling podcast, telling our listeners to watch a different wrestling show.
Jesus,
really
Jaybone.
Wonderful of you. Yeah, something's going on with you and BQ lately, I'm telling you. And by the way, while we're on the subject, happy birthday to BQ. Today is
Happy birthday,
BQ's
boss.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yep, happy birthday, BQ. I'd say how old he is, but he might fire us from the channel if I say how old he is. So
he might fire us anyway, Kyle.
Happy
That's the
birthday,
thing.
BQ.
I mean, we might get fired anyway.
Happy birthday, BQ.
Yes.
Happy birthday, BQ. Kyle, real quick before we jump into this review, look at these comments. Kyle is Quagmire. Welcome back, Kyle. Scumwire. What's up, guys?
Quagmire. Giggity.
Giggity Quagmire. Look at this, man. We missed Kyle dearly.
Giggity.
Holy shit. How are you,
Right.
scumbag? Look at all
I'm
this
over.
goddamn-
I'm over, baby. You guys
You're
aren't over. I'm over.
I don't get
Wrestling
guys.
fan.
Guys, hold on a second. Hold on. Me and Jaybone are here every week, busting our hump to bring these reviews over. And this scumbag son of a bitch comes in once every 6 weeks. He pops in.
For you.
Every 6 weeks he pops in, and all of a sudden he's more over than us. I don't get it. I'm sitting here busting my hump.
I'm Hogan, baby. You don't get me every week, you know?
I could see that. Jeez.
I was gonna say
Good for you.
Good for me.
I was gonna say
Even
more like
Richard Cartilage missed Kyle. God.
Richard hated me.
I got no
when
hope.
I was here every week, Richard hated me. It's just, absence
true.
just makes the heart grow fonder.
Clearly it does. All right, guys, let's jump in here. We got the October 4th, 2019 episode of Impact Wrestling.
I think you should bring up one other thing quick, and it is Impact related.
Go ahead.
I think we should talk about Kylie.
Let's talk about Kylie Ray. So,
Kylie.
guys,
I thought you were talking about what Basil used to call me. Remember, he used to call me Kyle. Any longtime listeners remember Basil? That fuck.
you two faced off in New York, and nothing happened.
Well, when the cameras weren't rolling, we threw fisticuffs.
Oh, as long as something happened.
It was a shoot, brother.
No.
It was a shoot, brother.
So here's the thing. So we got Bound for Glory weekend coming up, guys. It's Prelude to Glory, All Glory, and then Bound for Glory. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We just found out that on All Glory, which is the indie showcase hosted by Impact Wrestling along with the Fan Fest, Kylie Ray, Chicago's very own daughter. Everybody loves Kylie Ray. She had a brief stint in AEW, just 2 appearances or so, on her way to stardom. Personal issues, whatever happened, she pulled out of the contract, and she got announced for All Glory, and she's going to be in the women's Zello Pro Women's Title match against Shotzi Blackheart and Lainey Luck. That's nuts.
Yeah.
So Kylie, this show instantly sold out. I'll tell you how. I cannot even emphasize to you guys how
is it sold out?
It will sell out now that Kylie's been announced. I can guarantee you. She is so over in Chicago. It's nuts.
I didn't get my tickets yet.
We'll find a way. I'm talent, baby.
I was going to say,
I'm talent, baby. Come on.
I'm sure the match card sold the show out, but not that shitty rock band that's going to be playing that night.
No, but we'll find a way for Jaybone to get in there. The future is bright for your seating, Jaybone.
Okay. I didn't want to assume. I didn't want to assume. I didn't, just because you guys are playing, I didn't want to assume that you guys are going to be handed passes or whatever. I didn't want to.
We'll figure it out. They'll take your money, I'm sure. Don't worry.
Right?
They'll take your money. So Kylie Ray's in the show now. This is going to be hot.
The other thing I was going to bring up about that is Cultaholic. I saw it was like way early this morning. But I haven't been on the sheets, any of the news sheets all day. Cultaholic this morning was trying to confirm that she has signed to Impact Wrestling. I have not seen any confirmation of that. Trent, Kyle, have you heard anything?
Wait. Who's signed? Cultaholic? Who's Cultaholic?
No, Cultaholic was saying that Kylie Ray is signed to Impact Wrestling. As far as I know, this is a one-off.
That's what I know. That's all I know is it's a one-off. Haven't heard anything else. I wouldn't take it more for that just now. There's not much else yet. I don't think she's eager to sign a contract yet.
I wouldn't think that it's anything too official because she's not on the Bound for Glory card. She's at the All Glory card, I think it would mean a little more if this was all going down at Bound for Glory. But maybe All Glory is like a little test run, I feel it's going to be like a scouting session. You have the best independent talents all across the Midwest area over there, all over this card. And I feel like whoever gets the most buzz coming out of All Glory will more than likely, get some time on Impact TV.
And they just announced a tryout for Canada featuring who the hell
Mara
is
Fuji?
Thank you. Oh my God. Long day, folks. I apologize. Mara Fuji is going to be part of the tryouts, and someone unique and special who catches their eye is going to get a trip to the Noah Dojo. That's pretty freaking rad in my book.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm going full-blown 80s, folks.
Radical. What are you drinking there? Is that what you have, like Bubble Up or some kind of 80s soda?
No, this is a peach tea Rockstar.
Well, I want to know what Kyle's drinking. I think the fans want to know what Kyle's drinking.
Oh, you didn't hear me in the intro. I told you, Jack and Coke, baby, bringing out the big stuff tonight. Jack and Coke.
It is a red Solo cup too, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Let's have a party. All right, guys.
Solo cup. Oh, sorry.
Guys, we got an episode to get to here. That's what people really. Actually, I don't know if they come for the review anymore. I think they come for us just shooting the shit, and for the hope that Kyle shows up. Who Kyle is black now? What happened? Oh, there we go. There. Total scumbag. They're waiting for the scumbag, guys.
He's a scumbag in the dark.
Guys, he's a scumbag in the dark. All right, let's jump in here. We're in Las Vegas. Bound for Glory is 2 weeks away, less than 2 weeks away. And we are building the last few blocks to get to that big show. We got a lot of matches announced. I'm sure there's got to be at least one more to go, announcement-wise. But we're building every little angle. So every episode's going to have some beef to it. You know what I mean? Some beef. But we kicked off this show, guys. Madison, Rayne, Kiera, Hogan, Tenille, Dashwood, three-way dance. This was what happened here? What did we go blank here, Jaybone? What are we doing?
I got my notes. I'm ready.
Notes. He's got notes.
It's you can't see them on the page. There.
I see.
Now I can see them. I got.
You got to put those notes down. People got to think. People got to give the illusion that you're remembering all this. Like they don't know I'm potentially looking at notes, maybe I'm not.
I'm an old.
Kyle's not doing shit. Kyle has
no.
What the fuck?
No, he's just like froze out there.
No. We're here. We're here. We can see you. But guys, look, three-way dance, right? It was a slow match. This was not. I think Kiera and Madison carried this whole match. I want thoughts from you guys in the chat. This was not as dynamic as it should have been. I don't know, man. Tenille is just not clicking with this style of women's roster. She's not clicking. I don't know what it is. And I'm not trying to dog the product here, but I think she is a different style than a lot of these girls are. And even personality-wise, she's a little dry. She's not as dynamic as like Madison and Kiera are. So I felt like the two of them carried the match. What do you think, Jay?
This match, yeah, and I hate being sounding like, and it's not burning the knockouts division. It's just this particular match felt like it never got off the ground. It never got going because we've seen Kiera Hogan go at full speed against someone like Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
And it's just wham, 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 move after move after move. This one felt like, oh, okay, we're going to do this move now. Now we're doing it. That's what it felt like. It was like way too, like they just didn't have rhythm together, and
the chemistry wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly. The chemistry wasn't there. It just felt really off. And there were points when everything was firing. It was just real back and forth, inconsistent. The finisher, I mean, when Tenille Dashwood nails her finisher, it looks like $1 million to me. When she drops that, that low kick, whatever what is it called again?
Oh shit! It's called the
Tenille Dashwood low kick. Well, I don't know.
Man, I completely forgot what it's called. Some chat. Give it to us, guys. I know Critical Sting.
The spotlight. There we go.
Spotlight.
Critical Sting.
The spotlight. Yeah.
Thank you, Critical Sting.
He always comes through with that, man. Critical Sting. I swear to God, you need to write an encyclopedia on Impact Wrestling. But no, dude, you're right. When she hits it, it's fine. But there was a good point just made in the chat. I want to see who said this. I'm sorry, I missed. It's up here. That when Taya first came in, she didn't click either. I'm trying to see who. My bad. I just saw it in the chat. But yeah, it's true. I think Taya was a slow build too. But man, like Critical Sting said. Critical Sting said that. I don't know, man. I felt like Taya at least had some character to her. I don't know what Tenille's character is. It's like she's all about me. Like, okay, what does that mean? I mean, Kyle, you're a pretty selfish prick. And what is that supposed to mean?
I guess she's a self-centered Stanford cast-off is what she is.
Aha.
Yeah.
Aha.
I'm from Stanford. That's what that means.
Hey, even Paul Nelson is in here. What's up, Paul?
Now, when he is that a Smash This podcast guy? I've never seen Paul Nelson.
Yes, Paul's a smasher.
Welcome, Smashers. Welcome. All right.
Paul chats me up from the other side of the ocean.
Very nice. Our international reach is great here, guys. But listen, you're building Tenille for Taya. I don't know, man. I really hope something else happens with that match, or I hope Taya just beats the shit out of her something to like really give that match some energy, because it's going to need it. It's going to need something more than we're getting right now. So not sure what we can do with it, but I like that they're keeping the two of them apart. That's something, at least. They're not letting them burn it out.
That's old school. I like that. They're not on each other every single episode. The match is set, and it doesn't have to be them on each other as a build-up all the time. We know the match is there. I feel like the match is going to be good. I mean, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping, everyone's going to be firing on all cylinders that night. And maybe it just is a little bit of ring rust, because, like I said, I've said this before. The whole time that she was on Ring of Honor, she was on the bench. She was injured.
True.
Injured. You know what I mean?
Well, despite that, I know Kyle's rooting for on this one. He's got one true love of the knockouts division, the one who's threatened his life, the one who threatened to slap the shit out of him.
Oof.
But she did it out of love.
I love him nasty. I do. I love him nasty. I really do.
I mean, she on tape has said she's going to slap the shit out of you and still be the knockouts champion. So there's exactly. She loves when we do that, and she loves you, Kyle. But we'll see. I'm rooting for Ty. I want her to keep going. I want the title reign, the epic title reign, to continue. So anyway, guys, we're back. Oh, you want to go? Let's go ahead and play the song, Kyle. Go ahead and play the song.
This is Kaya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact. And Kyle, really, Scumbag of the Week over and over again. I'm gonna come in your studio. I'm gonna smack you so hard in the head with this championship belt, and still your knockouts champ.
Oh, You know, it was the greatest. It was the only time I've been threatened, but honored to be threatened. You know, doesn't happen
Whatever.
often.
It was beautiful. It
One of
was
the
absolutely beautiful.
Highlights of my life.
It was beautiful.
Kyle,
But-
you're kind of like the Kofi Kingston to her Lesnar. You know, she F5'd your ass.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take
In
that.
5 seconds. All right, guys. We're backstage. Eddie Edwards is trying to explain to Tommy Dreamer that he was drugged by Reno scum at Brian and Melissa's wedding.
Aw.
But Tommy doesn't buy it. He thinks Eddie's just a drunk, and he said he'll offer to be Eddie's tag team partner, and Eddie says no. Eddie acts like he's really excited. He's loving it, but then all of a sudden, he wasn't talking to Tommy. He was talking to Kenny the Kendo Stick, which I should have had right here. I have a Kenny the Kendo Stick. I have Eddie
an
Edwards'
official Kenny the Kendo Stick.
given to me by Eddie Edwards. I have a Kenny, but
No way.
he was. Didn't I show you this, Jaybone? I got a Kenny.
You're not in on this, Jaybone? Trent, tell the story and show the stick off for any listeners that aren't aware.
The
Because
stick's over there.
love-
I'll have to show it next week. The stick's not around. I gotta get
Okay.
the stick.
Oh,
But
it's all oiled up and next to the bed in the bedroom, isn't it, you sicko?
sticks
I know.
have purposes, but
I know. I know.
the story is that so there was a show the night before homecoming, a show called Warrior Wrestling, and Eddie was there, Eddie and Moose, and Eddie used Kenny, and so I got it was a wild match, whatever it was, so I grabbed Kenny for him because I figured he needs it. I was like, I don't know how many Kennys he's got, so I grabbed it and I go, Eddie, I got Kenny, sorry, here on your table. So he's like, oh, thanks, man, cool. So he show's over, whatever. He ends up leaving, but he was going to ride down with me and Basil. He was going to ride down. Him and Moose were like, oh, we'll ride down with you guys, but they ended up going somewhere else. So we put the Kenny in the trunk, thinking he's going to ride with us. But then we get to homecoming in Nashville, and we're like, hey, Eddie, we got. Did you need your Kenny? He's like, you actually brought Kenny with you? We're like, yeah, we thought you needed it. He goes, dude, I got several Kennys. You don't have to bring it all the way to Nashville.
Got an
So
arsenal.
he's like, keep that one. You can keep Kenny. And I was like, all right, well, whatever. We just transport Kenny along state lines. So I got a Kenny. It's sitting in my umbrella rack.
You gotta make sure
Next
you
to
don't
the
get
umbrella.
gotta make sure you don't get pulled over with that. I mean, that's oof.
No, but it's sitting in my umbrella rack. I'll show it to everybody next week.
That is
But guys,
tremendous, man. That is
Trent, I
tremendous.
want you to take Kenny and I just want you to oil him up for me and I just want you to put him right.
In my ass.
Oh,
Moose comes into play later in this episode. Speaking of in my ass,
oh yeah, oh yes.
we got the big debut, guys. Johnny Swinger made the in-ring debut against Owen Travers, local yokel. Made short work of him. But he hits the big swing, the big swinging neck breaker, picks up the dominant victory. He's great. He's funny. He looks great. Basically, he's a throwback. The music is like straight out of 1988. The character's fun. It's going to be a fun character to do. They keep in little doses like this. More vignettes, less wrestling. We're gold with this one. I recommend anybody to watch it. If you weren't familiar with Johnny Swinger, guys, he was an ECW guy back in the day. And he was an early TNA guy way back in the day.
Yes.
So he's had his appearances, but he's evolving, or I should say he's going backwards. He's going back in time. But Johnny Swinger is a very good talent. He's very funny, charismatic as hell. This is going to be a fun character to watch.
What's funny is there was if you blinked, you missed it. But there was a really quick segment right before the Eddie Edwards Tommy Dreamer thing where he's walking. Johnny Swinger's walking to the ring. He's walking down the hallway, and he passes someone in the hallway, and he looks at him, bent over, says, "Ooh, Rizettes." Spanks him, walks away. It's Jimmy Jacobs. Turns around, he goes.
I must have blinked, man. I don't
He
think I
probably
saw
liked it.
Awesome.
Jimmy's a little different. I don't know which way he swings. I don't want to assume nothing. It's 2019, whatever.
Whatever.
But, exactly, zombie
He's a zombie
princess.
princess,
You just don't know these days. It's You know, but
No, you don't.
He was a little taken back, I think, a little surprised. He didn't look like he enjoyed it. I think he was kind of like, whoa, you know.
He don't like he hated it either. Let's put it that way. I don't think he hated it.
But yeah, I love Johnny Swinger though. His match against
big fan.
His match against Owen Travers felt like an old school big move 80s wrestling match. It really did. You know, big moves, big slams, and he was like, you know, posing in between each one. It was just like, oh, I loved it. You know, it's whenever I get a little bit of old school and it's done well, I pop.
Yeah,
and Johnny Swingers.
Can you guys?
I'm a fan.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, you're a little. The video's a little shaky, but I can hear you.
Yeah.
A little funny on the connection on my end for Trent. Uh-oh. Trent is just on solo right now. Just stuck.
Chicago Carbonate.
All right.
I can hear
Time to do the kimono dance. We're having technical difficulties. Come on, Jaybone. Start stripping. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, no, Trent.
And we. Oh,
Trent.
no.
We'll miss you, Trent.
he's in our Facebook chat. He's like, fuck.
Hey,
he'll be back.
Show must go. We'll be back.
All right, so I mean, we got 40 people online right now. I just want to say thank you for everyone tuning in so late. This is amazing. We couldn't ask for more. Let's jump in the chat here for just a little bit. I know he's got the link, so as soon as I see him back in, we'll let him in. Let me jump in the chat here.
Yeah, let's chat with the loungers, shall we? Let's talk to the gang. How's everybody doing tonight? We got Mike Larkin, Lakers Impact Nation, Critical Sting, Eric Dayhoff, my guy, Justin Johnson, Bill Mack. Got the whole fam up in here. What's up, everybody? How we doing?
Daddy of three. A lot of new. I don't know if you got some of these are I recognize most of them. Oh no, Trent's in the chat. Sorry, guys. Trent, what are you doing in the chat? Get your ass in.
Trent. You ruined the show. Be right back. All right. Hey, you can do that. You can. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Jaybone, you can do that with comments. And you're not fucking highlighting the lounge's comments throughout the whole show. You need to pick the best comments and click on them like that. I didn't even know we could do that.
Yeah. Well, if you would show up more often, you'd know that.
Hey, I come here once a year. Lakers Impact Nation. Yes, the first real edition of the Scumbag Show will be on tomorrow. I don't have work tomorrow. Hats off to the Jewish folks for the Jewish holiday. I appreciate it. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. And yes, the first edition of the Scumbag Show will be coming out tomorrow. And you know what? Jaybone? You know what I was thinking? I might do like a non-wrestling show. I might, I'm a modern day Renaissance man. I got a lot to talk about. I might be, the free for all talk show on the channel. Well, it might not just be about wrestling.
You are quite the character, and I know the people love you, and they will listen to you.
I got stories to tell. No, you know what? While we're so I actually let's do a little tales from the Scumbag here. I want to see what the loungers think.
A little catch up with Kyle.
Yeah, a little catch up with Kyle. Trent, I hope, is listening because we got some. Hakim Fullerton. I didn't know Kyle had his own show. So not on the Impact Lounge. Find our other YouTube channel, Total Nonstop Impact. Last week I did like a 5-minute test run, and I'll be debuting my new show, The Scumbag Show. It's going to be a talk show free for all, and I'm going to be bringing you guys on the way I'm on here right now with Mr. here bringing you guys on. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a party. But let's catch up, shall
There
we?
we go.
So remember how I was working at Chipotle, Jaybone?
Yes.
So I don't work at Chipotle anymore. Would you like to hear that story?
You're not making the burritos.
No. You want to know how this went down?
Tell us.
Well, little backstory here. I have my regular full job as the custodian, where I get my benefits and whatnot. It's it's the main focus. It's my scumbag career. So for a little extra money on the side, I decided I was going to pick up twisting burritos over at Chipotle.
It was a crazy summer for you.
It was a wild summer for sure. But so I just wasn't having it. I got into work. I decided in my head, you know what? I might quit today. I'm not fit. So customers, a bunch of nasty assholes, a bunch of scumbags, actually, if you will. A bunch of scumbags. Not the good type either. I'm a good scumbag. And I just wasn't having it. Had a couple to knock back a couple. Trent, you're missing out on us.
I was listening. I was tuned in on the phone. I was listening.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm at work, and all right. So this one nasty customer comes in. I'm scooping her burrito bowl, giving her food, and she looks at me. She's like, "Is that
what
it?
they call it now?
What? The burrito bowl?"
Yeah, this sounds really. Is that a derogatory term for? You're actually
scooping her burrito bowl?
Scooping. You get a spoon and you scoop. You know what I mean? Scoop.
Okay. Well, I try to keep up with all the slang terms of the youth, and of
course. You're lit, Jaybone. You're lit.
For sexual innuendos, I didn't know if you were coming up with a new thing.
No. I was scooping the ingredients into her burrito bowl, and she looks at me and she says, "Is that it? Is that all you're gonna give me?" So I scoop. I'm not supposed to, but whatever. I scoop another extra little bit. That was her meat. I go on to her next ingredient. I believe it was the lettuce or the guacamole. She does the same thing. Is that all you're gonna give me? And I snapped. She was being so nasty to me, and I said, "Oh, you want more? You want more? Here, I'll give you more." And I took the spoon and I grabbed just the biggest heaping half of the dish, slopped it on there, slopped it on there, and I threw it down on the table and said, "I'm out of here," and walked out. And that was
Are you serious? That
was it. I took half the dish of guacamole and fucking jumped it on there. I was like, "Is that enough for you? Is that enough for you, ma'am? Are you satisfied now?" And she was just shocked. But she was being so nasty. I'm underselling it. I'm no selling her. She was so nasty. Is that it? Are you gonna give me more? Is that it? Like, what the fuck? Buy 5 different dishes if that's how much food you want. God damn.
I have a standard amount of meat I can put in your burrito.
Exactly. But I knew I was gonna quit. I knew I was gonna pick my spot and get out of there. And she sent me off. And I'm not a angry person, but she was being so nasty, and I don't like to be abused. I don't like abuse, so I took the dish. Here, you want? Have some more. No, have some more. And if I were down to get arrested, I would have taken that dish and just right in her face. Jesus, high in the eye, right in her face.
Good lord.
But so that was the end of my Chipotle career. And another thing before we move on, I'd like to ask the loungers. So you guys know I've been going on some Tinder dates, correct?
This is your future son-in-law, Jaybone. This is your future son-in-law right
here. So no,
hold on, goddamn job.
I gotta hear from the loungers here on this. You know how I told you I was going on the Tinder dates?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So,
a lot of swiping right going on.
All right.
Kyle.
So no, check it out. I want to hear from the loungers on this one. So I'm going on these Tinder dates, and I come across this one girl. We go out to a bar, my natural habitat. We go out for a couple adult beverages, and so she's actually
sunglasses off now.
Oh, back on.
Are we going back on? Oh, we're going back on. Okay. All right, go on.
So I go out with this girl to the bar, and you know what? I gotta say, she's pretty good looking. I mean, she's out of my league. I'll say it straight up. This girl's pretty out of my league. I don't know what she sees in me. She says she thinks I'm funny, whatever. She likes me. We're hanging out, and So
you're pretty funny.
In the midst of talking about, what do you do? What do you do? She was like, yeah, I work from home. And she kind of like, I'm thinking like, like real estate or something like that. And she just kind of, glances over. Oh, I work from home. It was weird. I tell her,
Can I guess?
No,
Can I guess
hold
what
on.
it is?
Let me get to it.
I know what it is.
So she tells me she works from home or whatever. And keep in mind, she's out of my league. She's a very good looking girl. And she's cool. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. At the end of the night, I didn't score the goal. I didn't score a touchdown, but we did a little kissing or whatnot. And so the next day we're texting, and I'm just like, hey, so you told me you work from home. Like, what's the deal with that? And fellas, I went on a date with a cam girl. She works.
I knew it.
And
I knew it.
So, and
Did she send you her link? Did she send you her link and said sign on?
No.
$3.99 a minute.
She was not treating me like a customer, but I go on a date with her, and
First
guys,
time for everything.
Am I wrong for this though? Am I wrong? I don't want to see her again. And like I told her straight up, like that kind of makes me uncomfortable. She called me a moron. She said that I'm ignorant and I don't understand. She's like, she just said all this stuff to me, and like I kind of in the text back and forth, I kind of I put her in the same category as a prostitute, and she's like, she just bugged out. Like she's like, I don't do anything with anybody. I get paid to sit at my house and entertain. And she's like, I'm in love with my body, the sexuality, blah blah blah. She turned into a feminist almost. Like she was putting over her cam girl job as if it wasn't sex work. And not for nothing, I can't go out with a girl like that. I can't date a girl like that. Knowing that this girl that I'm spending time with is getting paid by having a bunch of guys whacking off on the webcam, I'm uncomfortable with that. Am I wrong for that? So like we're not talking anymore. We're done. She told me to go fuck myself. But I want to know from the loungers, would you go out with a girl that works on the cam? I want to know right now. Am I wrong? Am I right? Let's hear from the crew.
Well, I mean, Kyle, let me while we're waiting for their answers here. I mean, listen, as long as they're just waxing their carrot and not actually, sleeping with her, what's the problem?
But if she would do that, what else would she do? What else is she capable of? True.
What else would she not do?
What if times got tough and she had to make some more money?
The loungers are saying no. They would not do it. They would not do it. So yeah, listen, Kyle, maybe you made the right choice, but maybe you made the wrong choice. At least you could have seen how good her cam work was before you decided to go all high and mighty on her and teach her a lesson and play old man dad.
I might have herpes. I kissed her.
That's true. You might.
Something might be growing on my lip in the next 2 days. But all right, that's your scumbag update of the week. That's your scumbag update of the week. Let's get back into the review.
Jay's got a comment he wants to call out here.
Yeah, I got Vince Burr said, finally caught a live video. Hello, everyone. Nice hat, Jaybone. Thank you.
I wish we could all highlight the comments. Richard Cartlidge says he used to date a stripper. Does that count?
Whoa, Richard. Wait, Richard, get in the thing right now. Give him the StreamYard link. I need to know about this. I want to hear about him dating a stripper. Get him in right now, Jaybone.
Wait. Who?
Richard Cartlidge has dated a stripper.
We'll continue on with the review, but when he gets in, he gets in, and we'll have him tell us about dating a stripper. Because
right, I'm going to continue on.
Yes.
I'm going to continue on here, boys.
Sorry about that.
Eddie Edwards and Kenny taking on Reno Scum. Jeez, are we even doing a review anymore? Now, Reno Scum,
we are.
guys. I want the listeners' thoughts on Reno Scum. Now, they only show up in basically Vegas or California. Reno Scumbags. If they only show up on the West Coast tapings, they look better now than they have been. But do you think they fit? They fit well in 2017 Impact. Are they fitting well now? Are they kind of gelling? I know they're just kind of used on West Coast tapings. Do you guys like seeing Reno Scum, or should we just start using some other team when they're on the West Coast? I want the listeners to sound off, but it was Eddie and Kenny. So obviously it was him with the kendo stick. Eddie hits the Thornstone, the Boston Knee Party. They take the win on this one. So kind of a quick match. Eddie's got a lot of momentum right now. Ace Austin feud and everything. Real quick, guys. Eddie and Ace Austin is not on Bound for Glory. It's on Prelude to Glory.
What?
That's kind of weird, huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's also don't they have
Also, next part, this.
Don't they have a ladder match that's supposed to be a
qualifier?
This week.
That's this week.
That's this week.
Is that this?
So
that's yeah. I mean,
so they're going to qualify.
Like I feel so one of them is going to qualify for the X Division match at Bound for Glory. I feel like now I know some people aren't a fan of this match. I feel like it adds another. I feel it boosts because it's not just two guys bumping heads. Eddie's all crazy and Ace is just he's scumming it up, trying to bang his wife. This adds
bang his wife.
Yeah, exactly. This adds another layer to it. That's what the word I was looking for. It adds another layer to it. Okay, do we want to add someone in here? Is that what we wanted to do?
I wanted to hear about Richard's story about dating a stripper. I'd like to hear that.
Richard, if you're available on webcam, jump on in. But I'm going to keep going here while you guys are figuring all that out.
I'd like, while we're on that sort of topic, I'd like to mention that I really love the detail that Reno Scum hit Eddie Edwards with a Cosby cocktail, if you will. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a riot.
That was very detailed. We come back. The North confronts Konnan in the locker room. Now remember, LAX is gone, guys. There's no LAX. Konnan's kind of in limbo. He's endorsing Daga, so that's kind of all he's got going right now. But they confront him. They shut the door on him, basically for getting RVD and Rhino the tag team title shots. I don't know if he's managing them or what. We come back from commercial. Konnan's laid out. So the North took him out. We go back from that, guys. Well, hold on real quick. Richard says, what did he say there, guys?
Yeah. He can't get on through.
All right, type it up, Richard. Go ahead and type up the comment.
Let's hear it. I'd like to hear your story of dating a stripper. But Trent, real quick, not to cut you off there, but I'd like to ask you. I've seen in the comments last week somebody was suggesting that they'd like to see Konnan be the manager for the North. I don't really think that fits. What do you guys think? I don't know. I don't really see it.
No,
I
don't see it. It doesn't make any sense.
They don't need a manager. They don't need a manager.
No, because they're both good mouthpieces, and the only way it would work is if it was actually used as part of the exit of LAX, like Konnan. Like if Konnan turned on him, that could have been a thing, but I don't feel like he really fixes. Fixes? Oh my! Hang on.
It's only tea.
No, it's Rockstar. It's it doesn't mix. It doesn't. Yeah, so they clobber him. So I'm curious to see where this all leads to. I haven't read spoilers. I don't know if he's bringing in someone different. I don't know how tied to Daga he really is because he wasn't out there with Daga.
No, but he was the one who introduced him initially. So I'm guessing he's going to do something with Daga. Who knows? But let's keep going here. Let's keep going here, gentlemen. Sami Callihan is in the ring surrounded by OVE security. He apologizes for breaking the glass bottle over Melissa Santos' head, which I don't think he means it. And he assures everyone that it was an accident. It was just an accident. But Brian Cage has heard enough. Brian Cage comes out. The machine is on there. He's on a warpath. Takes out the security. Sami escapes through the crowd. A fan is tapping Cage on the shoulder. Cage throws him over the guardrail. And that's it. That's it. He thinks it's OVE, again, a member of OVE or something, but he takes him over the guardrail, slams the fan on the ground. So everybody freaks out. There's a huge freak out. Cops are called. Scott D'Amore's down. They arrest Brian Cage on TV for attacking a fan.
And it really shows the difference between the last regime and this regime, because in the Carter regime at the end there, Matt Hardy chewed a fan's face off and he didn't get arrested. He ate the guy.
Well, that's right. He did eat a guy.
He did. He like me and Cassie faced him. You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. Just, oh. But no, it shows the difference between the two regimes. Brian Cage just puts his hands on somebody and tosses him over the guardrail, and he's off to prison. He's arrested. I've been to prison before.
Well,
That's a story for a different time.
Well, that could be on the Scumbag podcast.
Exactly. That's a crazy story. I've told you that one, Trent. That's a wild one. But
yes.
Here's a question.
Another thing though. I don't like that, and I never criticize anything. I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky fan. I don't like the detail that they didn't like bandage up Melissa, or like she doesn't look like she took a glass bottle to the face. You know what I mean? Like they should have put like a bandage on her. You know what I mean? Made her look a little cut up. Because I don't know if you've ever been hit in the face with a glass bottle before, Trent. I have. It
agree.
Leaves marks.
How the hell?
Yeah, I hear you there.
How the hell did she not even have anything to sell it? Like, she was fine going to bail him out. I'm like, what? Well, I mean, you're not even selling any. I mean, come on. I imagine she's got to have a bruise or a cut. Nothing?
You got it. Those details mean everything. Damn it. The year I was born, when Sandman took a cigarette to the eye, everybody thought he was blind because he sold that shit.
You were born in 95. What year were you born?
94. I was born in 94.
Son of a bitch.
The ripe and tender age of 25 years old.
Oh, my God. Guys, look how young Kyle is. 1994. 94. That's remarkable.
Just a scum junior.
Scum Junior.
Same age as Jaybone's daughter, by the way. Perfect. Perfect.
Before I get to the next match there, Kyle, go ahead. Richard just texted out your what you were looking for here.
Yeah.
What the story you're looking for. You want me to read it?
J-Bone, put it on the screen.
Put it on the screen, Jay.
Hang on one second. Ray Shot says, J-Bone, did you ever look up Lady Frost and the Savage Gentleman? No, I have not.
That sounds like a porno.
That does sound like a porno.
It sounds a little nasty, but no, I will check that out sometime. Is that a match between you gotta further the little story on that, I guess. Right.
I will display Richards, and then I'm going to get into another exciting match.
Okay. I wish all of the comments popped up on the screen. You know.
All right, here we go.
We'll find a way.
Unfortunately, things didn't work out.
No, there's one above that, Jay.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
I'm botching.
Scrolling. Yes, I know. Host is botching. Here we go. She invited me to call one night, which I did, which is I found out it was a strip club.
He wasn't bothered by it, though. Kyle, the lesson is he didn't care.
Clothes off for other guys. It's like, hey, my date's up on stage. What a hooah.
You know what? But strippers usually offer backroom service. I've heard that. I don't know, that from personal experience, but strippers are kind of prostitutes too, a lot of the times. Not always, but so if you date a stripper, you're kind of like dating like 40% prostitute, because they do that. They do that. If you have the money, they do that. There's a back room. It's a whole thing. I'll tell you about it another time.
Oh, I've been invited.
I've never been to those kind of strip clubs, but let me know where those are.
Must be a seedy Long Island thing.
I got one
worst strip club I've ever been to was in Queens, New York, Kyle. Worst ever strip club I've ever been to.
Really?
Queens, New York. They had the strippers had bullet marks. They had stab wounds. They were behind a bar, like a stage. It was like there was a bulletproof glass. It was something else.
All the wrong kind of scars on a chick.
Terrible.
Yeah,
you gotta go with a bulletproof vest on.
Not sexy.
Well, here, speaking of sexy, the next match, guys, X Division Championship ladder qualifier for Bound for Glory, Daga and Chris Bay. Now, Chris Bay had a lot of momentum going into this, guys. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on Chris Bay. Lots of hype for Chris Bay going into this show. He appeared on the California tapings, Cali Combat and whatnot. He appeared in that loop. So Chris Bay had a lot of momentum. They like him, but this one was Daga hit a top rope Spanish fly, got the win on this one. After the match, Jake and Dave Christ attacked Daga when Tessa made the save. That's her real life boyfriend, if you don't know.
I agree with that.
Tessa clears the ring. Yeah, sign Chris Bay. A lot of people are on sign Chris Bay right now. So Daga's moving on to the qualifier, which Tessa's also in. And it's boyfriend, girlfriend right there. But Chris Bay, I think he's I think the dude earned it. He busted his ass. That guy, look at Aiden. I agree. Aiden Prince as well. That guy is awesome. Aiden Prince is fantastic. I see like young AJ Styles and Aiden Prince, man. That guy's got something special if you just give him a chance.
Now, I'm not just saying this because they are both African American. I'm saying this because they have similar styles and similar haircuts. Do you guys agree that Rich Swann and Chris Bay would be an ultimate tag team? Their styles are perfect together. They complement each other. Both amazing high flyers. Both have very similar looks, similar haircuts. Do you agree that they would make a perfect tag team?
Yeah, they are very, very. They would be a very dynamic tag team, no question. Their styles are very similar.
That's what I'm saying. They would be a great high flying tag team. Think of the short lived Z&E. You know, when you have two guys that their styles are like, they would just be the killer high flying cruiserweight style tag team. I think.
Good old Z&E, man. Rest in peace on Z&E.
That was a quick cup of coffee.
Mike Larkin is recommending the Dollhouse.
Here in Myrtle Beach. Great strip from the.
By the way,
I thought the Dollhouse was in Fort Lauderdale. Huh? Are you going there next week, Jay? Is that what you said?
Probably a couple.
No, but I was going to say, we're going to get Mike Larkin on here soon for predictions. I invited him a while back, so he will be joining us. We just have to set up the date.
Nice.
So
All right, there you go.
If you look up the strip club closest to my house, if you Google Mirage Strip Club, there were two shootings there this year. Two shootings there this year. That's why maybe there was back room service there, Trent. Bullet holes galore. You gotta wear a bulletproof vest when you go. You have to.
Do the strippers wear bulletproof vests? Because that's not very sexy.
No, it wasn't. They weren't wearing them, but
no, they're not. They're not at risk. They're not at risk. They're like
not at risk. All right.
I mean, do they come out looking like Roman Reigns and they got the vest on, and then they strip the
God damn it, Jay! That'll be the last WWE reference you make on this show. So help me God.
Yeah, I feel like this guy's killing it with the WWE references tonight. What the fuck, man? You open up with NWA.
He's sabotaging us.
You know what, Jaybone? Take your WWE action figures in the back there and shove them right up your ass.
This is your future father-in-law you're talking to here.
That's it.
What are you doing?
You're grounded, Kyle.
You're grounded.
You think his daughter's gonna go out with me after I talked about going out with the cam girl before? I'm done. I'm dead in the water.
Done. Yeah, your hopes are done. But you know who's not done, guys? We're backstage. Gabby Loren. What do you guys think of Gabby Loren, the new backstage interviewer there? What do you guys think of her? Thoughts? Anybody in the chat? Let us know what you think of Gabby Loren. She's in the back. Oh, okay. There's your approval. She's with TJP talking about his match coming up with Michael Elgin. And he says that, he's feeling confident. He's feeling good about it. And he's also making progress helping Falaba find his voice. The new Falaba, who's like 200 pounds lighter and talks. What do you guys think about that? The new Falaba. He's looking small. He's definitely looking smaller. This guy has dropped some serious weight lately.
Yeah, he's looking better and better. I like this. I don't know where it's going, but seeing them together is all right. I feel like it's like a slow build to something, or maybe they're just, I don't know.
Something.
Yeah.
We go from that, gentleman, to one of the biggest segments of the show, the press conference. This was taking place at Las Vegas Fight Shop, very famous place for combat sports in Las Vegas. This was Josh Matthews hosting a press conference between Moose Slimba.
Yeah, there you go.
Not Simba. Slimba. Moose and Ken Shamrock, Bound for Glory press conference. Moose reveals that MMA legend Frank Trigg is helping him train for the bout. Frank Trigg's there at the press conference. Shamrock confronts Moose and questions why he calls himself Mr. Impact Wrestling when he's never even won a world championship. Shamrock and Moose then are in each other's face. Brief fight breaks out when Moose basically gives him the 5 fingers to the face, slaps shit out of him, and they brawl. Shamrock swearing, beeps everywhere. Chaos. I love press conferences. I love press conference brawls. Jaybone, what do you think of this one?
Yeah, these two are they're bouncing off each other really well. I like the shtick that they both got. Moose is just getting better and better by the week. And Ken Shamrock, for not being around for a while, he's sounding good. He's not missing a beat, man. I'm digging this. He's keeping up with Moose is what I'm saying, because it's not like, oh, he hasn't been around for a while. It's he sounds a little weak. No, man, he sounds like he's been cutting promos for the last 20 years. He sounds good.
And he talks like he would talk, basically. If you're like shooting on somebody,
yeah,
basically talks like he's talking. So Kyle's very quiet. I worry about this.
I keep having connection problems. You guys keep freezing up on me. It's horrible. I don't know. I guess because I'm out in the car, out in the Scummobile. Now I guess you guys can hear me.
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
Can't hear
fine.
you. Right now you're good. Right now you're good. But
we're in the back, guys.
I'm a big fan of Shamrock, and I'm a big fan of him and Moose because, and I always say it here on the podcast that I know there are a lot of fans, they don't want to see legends come back, but I like the variety. I like having old timers come back in the mix, putting over the young guys, and, working with the young guys. And Ken Shamrock is the first ever NWA TNA champion. Trent, you were watching, you remember. So I think he's able to come back.
I was a wee young lad of 22 when that happened. 22 years old, watching Ken Shamrock become the NWA TNA World Champion.
And there's
I was in the second grade.
A little older in the chat here. Wrestling Phantom has some thoughts here. I just want to quick share them with everyone. He says, "Bah, bah."
Everybody do the bah.
I want to know that everyone's buying. We cut to the back. Jim Mitchell is in the back yelling at Havoc for hanging Su Yung 2 weeks ago. He's dressing her down. And he says, now, because of what you did, we must face the wrath of you-know-who. Taya Valkyrie interrupts and tells Havoc she'll give her a title shot if Havoc takes out Tenille and Dashwood. Mitchell reminds Taya that she's never defeated Havoc and threatens to take her belt right from her right there. Taya, scared, runs off. Setting something up there. Now, who do you guys think who is? Is it Kevin Sullivan again? I mean, he was Satan.
Definitely Kevin Sullivan.
It could be. I'd have to go back to the old promo that they cut in the what did they call it? The Undead Realm.
Yeah.
Because they used specific verbiage for like the big daddy, like the big baddie, and
big baddie daddy,
big booty. Oh God,
big bad booty daddy.
No.
It's Scott Steiner.
It's Steiner.
Scott
Steiner is running hell, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, there we go.
Steiner would be running hell. I think it's Kevin Sullivan. I'm guessing it's going to be Kevin Sullivan.
It could be. They'll probably come up with a little something for Bound for Glory. And if it's one of those little like behind the scenes things, between matches, whatever, I'm good with that. I enjoy them. It's a variety.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. We go from that, guys. Main event time. Michael Elgin, TJ Perkins, Fallah Baz in the corner. TJ came out wearing a shirt. I think he came out wearing it, or he had it in the back segment that said "Eat Lumpia." It was in the Run DMC font. You guys know what lumpia is? Anybody ever have lumpia here? Big famous Filipino dish, delicious. If you get a chance, eat lumpia, like the T-shirt says. You should try it. It's delicious.
T-shirt time. What are you wearing, Trent? What do you got on tonight? It's T-shirt.
I got the new Impact Wrestling T-shirt sent to me by Josh Matthews as he sent us all. He sent Hemi all of us T-shirts. Oh. So we all got Impact shirts.
Free stuff.
What's funny is
good for you.
Good for you.
That's right.
Good for you.
What's funny is that one of the guys, Sean, my guitar player, he got one that's like a size too big for him, so it's hanging. I said, shrink it down or gain some weight, Sean.
Nice.
Make it fit.
Nice. I'm riding the Lightning tonight.
Headline. Jay, what are you rocking tonight?
Classic. I went old school. We got we got Macho Man.
Uh-huh.
Courtesy of the Buyer store, you can get the t-shirts there when they're on sale for $10. Ooh, yeah.
I got that same shirt. Okay, guys, main event. This was a phenomenal main event. I did not expect much going into this, but I feel like Elgin has not had a bad match since he got here.
Nope.
And I think I'm not paying too much attention to TJP, but I should, because he absolutely hung with Elgin on this one. Elgin beats him. Elgin bombed, but man, it took a lot. Like there was just back and forth, aerial power, you name it, clothesline. I mean, it was like there was so much happening, and these two just hitting each other with everything. And I loved it. I think the win made sense. It totally was believable. Nothing seemed out of place. It gives Elgin that momentum going into Bound for Glory against Marufuji. So yeah, I mean, what you need. That's a huge match for Elgin. He personally said it's one of his biggest matches of his career coming up, because he's never fought Marufuji. So that's a big one for Elgin. Guys, what did you think of the match? I am very impressed with this match. Did not expect much going in. Came out rating it tops. I loved it. Loungers, give me your thoughts in there too. Jay?
Both looked like $1 million, and yeah, I mean it's funny because they're setting up something for TJP and Falaba. Like I said, we don't know exactly what it is yet, and they're at least, because Marufuji isn't around, he's not going to show up until Bound for Glory, so they're talking about it. But certain matches, you don't need a ton of buildup. You just know that the match is going to be epic. So you put it out there on paper, and it's like, hey, you don't have to say much. As long as they touch on it each week, during Michael Elgin's match with TJP, I'm good with that. It's not, whoa, Marufuji's not here. This is bullshit. I'm turning the channel. No,
bullshit. Now, I got to say, Beatdown Crew in the chat is saying that Elgin and TJ are going to be going over to Noah. Elgin's actually competing for their new national title. So the Noah connection is strong at Impact.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, Noah's working.
What is this? What is this I'm reading above there? Somebody said that Elgin tweeted about our podcast tonight. What is that?
He retweeted us. He retweeted the link.
When I put the link out earlier today to promote it, Elgin retweeted it, and then a name from oh shit, don't grow old, kids. It fucking sucks sometimes. You forget shit, and then you drink and you forget more shit. No, Cortez Castro, Lucha Underground name.
Stop that, Kyle.
He actually retweeted us as well. So thank you, Cortez.
All that
Castro.
pot in the 80s.
Yep.
All that pot in the 80s.
There are some guys
still got effect on you.
Some Impact roster is really good about retweeting us and getting our word out there. Elgin, RVD, the Daisy Hit Squad's always put Jake's always putting stuff out there. Cody Diener always plugging us away. I might be forgetting a few, but man, some of those guys are constantly promoting us. Man, we appreciate that very much.
Hey, we're very grateful. That's the ultimate compliment. That is the ultimate compliment.
Yeah, like I said, they
because
the guy and
because
and
they
the
got
ones
a
who
lot
put
more
the
viewers than us. I mean, followers, I should say, followers.
Oh yeah, RVD's got a million followers. A million,
dude. A million, dude. He was retweeting us. That's awesome. So yeah, guys, great match. I think this is exactly the momentum. Elgin, basically, you can't derail him now, because I think he's looking to steal the show. I personally think Elgin is on a mission to upstage the entire show with Marufuji. I really think personal goal, the guy wants to steal the show. He's very, very happy to be working at Impact. This is his first Bound for Glory. He's gonna go out there with a purpose. And remember, keep in mind something, guys. Let me tell you a little history about Elgin in Chicago. He was a big name in Chicago with AAW for a long time. The whole thing happened with his personal issues, all that bullshit. Fans really turned on him in Chicago, big time. They really turned on him here. I mean, a lot of fans did in general, but Chicago really turned on him. And I know it really bothered him because he was so over here for so long. And he worked in Indy. after he tried to come back to AEW. They booed the shit. I mean, the fans went nuts. They booed him. This was at the peak of all that scandal. And
oh yeah, there you go.
You know, so
yeah,
they kind of ran him back out. He wrestled as a small indie here, but he hasn't been back in a long time. I think he is out to prove to this city that, hey, you know what, man, screw this. I am going to show you what you guys missed out on, what you guys remembered, but that you love so much. He's going to kill it, man. I think Elgin is going to be the show stealer of Bound for Glory. And we'll get to that. We'll do a prediction show, but this is, to me, is going to be it.
Yeah, we're going to work out a date with Mike, as you know, we all got different schedules and shit. We're going to try to, no guarantee on what night yet. It's going to be sometime next week. We'll try to come up with something.
Yeah. One more segment here, guys, in the show. Let's get that out there, and then we'll do a wrap discussion. Melissa Santos arrives at the police station to bail out Brian Cage.
Trent.
Ooh, cutting me off. Okay. Go ahead. Throw it in, Kyle.
Connection difficulties, man. You guys are freezing on me right now. Up now.
You're back.
No,
fine.
I have to mention that TJP.
Okay.
TJP it's almost like we're on a delay. I'm talking. I don't know. Strange. I got to get a new computer.
Go ahead.
TJP has
keep talking, man.
TJP really has matured. He's really grown as a professional wrestler, and the match he had with Elgin was just total proof of that. I mean, the old TJP, I don't think would have been booked. I mean, the guy is a serious talent. I don't know if he's long-term. I don't know if Impact has him locked into a deal, but he's definitely somebody to invest in. But Elgin, though, man.
I don't think he's on contract.
No, I don't think so either. He said in an interview recently, not recently, like 2 months ago, that he wasn't inked in, and it was just, he was doing a few tapings, but he stuck around. But Elgin and Marufuji at Bound for Glory is going to be an epic main event, and I think it's going to bring some eyes to Impact Wrestling of, maybe some wrestling fans that aren't really into Impact Wrestling, more of the New Japan, the neckbeard, smarky, Reddit crowd. They're going to take a look at this, and if that match draws them in, they're going to see the rest of the show and be like, God damn, Impact Wrestling's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I'm happy for it, and it's going to be a hell of a main event.
Absolutely.
What you saying about that neckbeard, motherfucker?
Not you.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Reddit guys,
Ungroomed neckbeards is what he's talking about. Okay, guys, Melissa Santos at the police station to bail out Brian Cage, confronted by Sami Callihan, and he tells her the bottle wasn't meant for her. He's sorry, but he can't deny that it felt good to hit her instead of Cage. And she looks stunned. Impact goes off the air. Why the hell wasn't she selling that bottle hit? That goes right back to that. You can have a Band-Aid on there. It would have just that little bit would have added so much to that scene that he bruised her, on her wedding day would have been perfect. But they didn't do it. I'm shocked. I am totally shocked that they didn't. I don't know how.
The only thing is he didn't hit her in the face. He hit her in the side of the head. That's the thing. She's got a full head of hair. So I get what you're saying, but she's not going to wrap her head like a mummy either. But I mean,
true.
Because I was thinking about how when you said it, when he hit her, and then I replayed it in my head as you were talking. He totally hit her like right here. It was right in the side of the head. And if she had the veil, the dew, I mean, think about it. Women put a lot into their hair on wedding day, and they spray it heavily. I mean, they got like a whole can and a half of like Aquanet on their hair, and that
if anyone knows hair, gentlemen.
Yes.
Because I know everything about hair. I know.
Oh, yes, you do.
Everything.
This guy earlier today was giving me conditioner tips. You know that before we went on the air? And I said, what in the fuck do you know about conditioner tips?
What do you know about conditioner, Jaybone? And speaking of hair, me and Trent and I were reminiscing on Trent's afro last night.
I know.
We're reflecting.
Have the listeners seen the afro?
I know.
Okay, direct them to our other account right now.
Let's just say I know about conditioner. I know about
Oh
conditioner.
Lord Almighty! Say, put that down. We are censored,
Yeah, my dinner,
guys. I want you to go check. I want you to go search for Total Nonstop Impact. Go to that channel. We have our own channel.
Yes,
We're doing some special stuff on,
channel.
but very rare photo of me with an afro from 1999 and 98. No, 99. Yes. Take a look.
You got to click on the video, Trent's Afro phase on that YouTube channel. It's our personal. It's an early cut. It's some early Kyle and Trent. Before Jaybone got here, it was an early cut, pre-lounge, just some classic Kyle and Trent. You got to see it. It's fantastic.
Hang on a
early
second.
Days.
You want to see the early days?
Disco Fever. Are we showing Jay early days? Jay's gonna pull up some early day stuff. But guys, while you're pulling that up, I want to tell the guys. So guys, that was the episode. That was October 4th, 2019 episode of Impact Wrestling. We are on the road to Bound for Glory, on the road to Access TV. The Tuesdays leading up to the debut are the replays of the pay-per-views. We had Homecoming last week. Tonight, they played Rebellion. Next week is Slammiversary. And then you have Bound for Glory. And after that, so I don't know what's going to happen in that off week, though, Kyle. What have they said anything? What's gonna air in that transitional week between them airing the debut? Have they said yet?
They're going to be
it's a big
putting
preview.
out a special. It's going to be a special order. It's called Bound for Horny. It's it's a physical
cut his mic.
Shit.
Will you stop?
Don't you start muting me again. Don't you start muting me again. That was messed up. This guy was censoring me.
He'll be out of here.
All right,
you're gonna
here
be
we
out
go. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Motherfucker.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Are you ready?
Can we get a drum roll, please?
I got it. Ding. What are you showing us?
Oh my God.
Holy shit. That's Jaybone.
Yes.
You look like an early Bob Saget with Down syndrome.
This is your father-in-law. Hey, there's a little Bob Saget in there. Yeah. Kind of look like Screech.
Yeah, a little Screech in there, you know? You look like some sort of 80s sitcom star. Like that would be like the intro.
Yeah, you look like your Jay, what year is that photo taken?
That's
88. That's 87, 88. I could tell.
It's 80. I believe that's June.
87.
No, sophomore. Hang on.
I'm gonna go with 87.
It's
87, 88.
It's 30 years ago. So it's like 89, 90. Yeah.
Oh shit. We're both off. 89, 90 guys. That's sophomore year?
So sophomore, junior year. It's because I lost my yearbook, so it's a little fuzzy, but yeah, that's
a great mullet, Jaybone. That was fantastic. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Jaybone, you can give me hair tips anytime after that.
I wore hats too much in the early to mid 90s, and by the time I got my first marriage in 99, well, I'm not going to show you that picture. I don't have any of those, but
none of those. Now I want to see those. Guys,
my first wedding pictures. No,
guys, let's respect the listeners here. Let's take the sunglasses off while we go for the wrap up on the show here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's say hello to the people here. Hello to the people. Look at that, guys. Jay, you actually had regular glasses on underneath that, huh?
I did. See, these are the ones, when they put the drops in your eyes at the eye doctor, and I just love it because I had the Macho Man, so I went old school, and these kind of look like Macho Man glasses.
They're just not. Kyle, take off your goddamn sunglasses.
They're just not blinged. They're just not blinged up, brother.
That's right. That's right, brother. All right, now, guys, holy shit!
Sandberg?
Look who it is.
It's Mini Scum.
That's me at age 12. Wow. Scumbag and it's
Scumbag City. Are we showing old pictures?
Yes.
Are we all pulling up old stuff?
Look at that young Scumbag. Yeah, well, whoopsie
There
X
he
for
is.
a young scum picture, so I had to dig one up.
I don't have one of mine handy here. I otherwise I would show you guys. Damn. Look at you guys just busting it out with the young young stuff. I don't have a handy one. I'll have to get you guys next week. But you can see the Afro picture on the Total Nonstop Impact YouTube channel. So go look at that. Subscribe to that channel, guys. The exclusive place for the Scumbag show. Subscribe. We got more exclusive content starting to come over there. We are building that. Now, guys, I want to pose a question to the listeners, guys. Now, we went live on Tuesday today instead of Monday. I want to put it out to the listeners. Are you guys open for us going live the night Impact airs? Once we get access rolling, do you want us to go live like 30 to 60 minutes after Impact airs? Or do you want us to continue on with, our normal schedule? What do you guys prefer? What do you think is a good day to go live? Should we do it after the airing of Impact on Access? Sound off in the comments. Let us know what you like. We're going to take a vote. We're going to put it to a vote. When do the listeners want to listen more? Are you kind of hyped after Impact airs? Are you ready to have some more? Tuesday after Impact, so much better. Perfect. Bill likes it. Keep the comments coming, guys. I want to hear from everybody on this one. I'm going to put it. And Jay, let's throw up a poll on the social media too. Let's get everybody out there to react on this one. And let us know what they like.
Good old Twitter poll.
Yeah, let's get that out there. But guys, that's the October 4th episode. That's the news. That's everything that's happening this week. Do we have anything else that we didn't cover?
A podcast on a pole match.
That's okay. That you're done. Jay, plug it up. Where can people find you?
On the old Twitter box, you can find me at Jaybone5150. That's Jaybone 5150. You can also find the Smash This podcast over on that other channel over there. Hit me up. I'm going to be trying to get back into the swing of things. We'll be doing NWA, AEW, still doing some Impact content here and there, but most of it's going to be on here. And then whatever, I'm going to be getting back into the MLW. You can find Smash This Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Hit me up. Love interacting with you guys. The people I've met over the course of the last couple of years, it's just been incredible. And now I'm meeting even more because of you guys. And it's just
very nice.
The growth of the podcast is incredible. We just went over 750. So thank you, everyone. Keep it rolling. And by all means, like I said, hit up the original Total Nonstop Impact podcast channel.
There you go.
More
Kyle, where can people find you?
KL_TNI. Follow me on the Twitter box. And I want to throw it out there. If 10 people share this show on their social media, or Twitter to be exact. If 10 people share this video on Twitter tonight, next week, me and Jaybone will rap battle here on the show. Trent will be the referee. And me and Jaybone will rap battle here on the show next week. So if we could get 10 people to share it, that's a deal.
Jay can flow. He's a genius.
He can flow. He can flow. And I got some flow too myself. So we're gonna bust that out next week.
I like a little old school Beastie Boys here and there. It's Jaybone. Say, I'm Jaybone. Oh yeah, that's me.
There you go. See, Kyle, you're in for trouble, man. Guys, you can find me at Vanilla Joke on Instagram, Twitter,
Junior.
All over Instagram, Twitter. I'm my band Hemi at Hemi Music. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Give us a follow. Type in Hemi Music, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Hemi Music Television on YouTube. Follow us. We're the band. We're the Impact Wrestling Band. We'll be performing at All Glory on October 19th. Come out and see us. If you're going to be there, let me know you're going to be there. Tweet me at Hemi Music, HEMIMUSIC. Let me know if you're coming to Bound for Glory, and I'll be sure to give you a hug or handshake if you don't like hugs. But also make sure you follow this podcast wherever podcasts are found. Apple iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, and Spotify. Let's not forget Player.fm and YouTube right here on the Impact Lounge and Total Nonstop Impact channel. Go follow everything. Leave your comments, rate, review, subscribe. Let us know what you guys think of the show. The more ratings you guys give us on iTunes, the more we get seen, the more we the more we get put out there. So, guys, quick thank you to Mike Freeland, guys, of the MLW Network, who's the host of Front Row Material. That is Mikey Whipwreck and Jerry Lynn's podcast. He is a big supporter of ours, really been putting us over a lot. So, Mike Freeland, thank you very much. You've been amazing to get our word out on your network. Guys, also make sure to connect with this show at We Talk Impact on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Search bar, We Talk Impact, all one word. Follow us. It's the official social media account of all of us. We're going to be doing some more stuff on there. We just right now put a lot of the plugs of what we're doing. But the more we get rolling, the more content goes out. But connect with us, get the numbers up. And remember to just go ahead and subscribe to the Impact Lounge as well. We're on the Impact Lounge here. Connect with that. BQ is always putting out new content. So the Impact Lounge is pumping out new content, leading to Bound for Glory. And I think that's all the goddamn plugs I got. Gentlemen, anything else?
Oh, hey, hang on. I got to.
Scumbag on the mic. Lyrical slaughter.
That's the guys. That's saved that for next week. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Give this video a like. Don't forget to like it, share it, put it out there. This will be on all the Impact groups tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. If you're an iTunes listener, it'll be on iTunes and all those things tomorrow as well. J-Bone's going to get to work right on that as soon as the show's over. Thank you very much for listening. We appreciate everything as always, guys. You are amazing. We appreciate each and every one of you. Jay, any kind words? There he is. He kissed you goodbye. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Guys, this is Kaya La Güera Loca, and you are
Closing out.
Impact. And
goodbye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Over and over again. I'm gonna come in your studio and I'm gonna smack
You're getting lyrically destroyed, J-Bone. Next week.
And still, you're knockout champ.
We're out of here.
Good night, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.